Welcome to Hot Takes, Cold Truths with yours truly, Tom Stawinski. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, where I'm from, how I got here, and how I'm sitting here today in this beautiful sauna at the Black Bania in Poland, northeastern Poland, talking to you, the camera, my viewers, about where I'm from, how I got here, and where I'm looking to go. So, I was born to Polish parents in Chicago, suburbs in Chicago, and grew up, loving family, just got so much love in the early days, and then over the summers, I would often come to Poland with my grandparents, and we just filmed an episode with my grandfather, who's just like the most loving, amazing man who would play soccer with us, and like we'd go to Augustów, and we'd all play cops and robbers with kids that like other kids that would go to this like camping near the lake town, and just had a beautiful childhood in that sense. Would get pulled out of U.S. schools early to to come to Poland for the summers, and then life starts to speed up. Start playing American football, and our football team wins nationals 2 years in a row. We become the best football team in the U.S. Still, like even before high school, 2 years and a year before, never lost a football game. Just like so much camaraderie, amazing. I got Defensive Player of the Year, and then in high school, I played football for the first year. The second year, I got a job selling airtime on the radio. And I realized I'm not that big. I'm not that huge. Playing football is going to be rough on my body. And I started looking. I went to a really nice high school with amazing people. And I kind of had this like 15-year-old, 16-year-old goal of like I want to make money. And so learned how to speak with business owners, selling airtime on the radio. And then I got into a transportation company that was blowing up at the time. I was only looking for high school or for college grads, but I got in there as a high school grad, selling freight and logistics. Worked there for 2 years while balancing college, and that was an interesting time. It's when I started to pick up some habits like chewing tobacco, and it was a rough time. It was just like gym, work, school, repeat. But it was intense, cool, hard work. I was learning a ton. And then when that company sold to UPS, when Coyote sold to UPS, I started a trucking company with, I didn't start it. I joined it. My business partner, Marcin, he already had it. And so he had 4 friends, independent contractors he was loading. And then I joined, and very quickly we went to 35 independent contractors. And that business was quite an experience. And then the heavens started sending me signs like, Tom, it's time for you to switch, do something else with your life. And it gave me like this, life gave me the shoulder injury, because I would have never left that company. I was like 21, 22, making really good money. But the shoulder injury prevented me from being able to work on my 6 monitor setup. And also the nature of the business, there was still a lot I didn't know about how to build business. Like I was the superhero. Every problem would come to me, all the challenges, etc. And something was missing. Something was missing. And so, long story short, my younger brother stepped in for a lot of the roles I was doing, and I went to travel the world for the next 2 years. And then I was just debating between moving to Bali, Poland, or Texas. I decided on Texas, but came to Poland for a summer, which has since turned into 7 summers. And I've loved it. That's when I first came here to the Black Banya and started saunaing in like summer of 2019. 6 summers. I'm doing my math off because it's 2025, summer of 2025 right now. And I just like, I was this like cold guy. Like I would sauna with friends out here, and like the sauna would hit hard, but it would make me stronger. I was watching the show Vikings a lot around that time, and there was something about it that I loved. I loved the challenge. I loved the camaraderie that was built. I loved the conversations, and then I started learning about the health benefits, and I'm like, shit, like why doesn't everybody do this? This is like makes total sense. And I started learning about the history of it, and I was like, whoa, like this sauna experience is some of the best use of my time, because as life started to speed up, I didn't have time for like friends and business and the hitch girlfriend and checklist, like and health and gym and like being able to link it all together. I was struggling. I wasn't, able to satisfy or like fulfill myself or my goals or all my relationships. And so I realized that the sauna is a great way for me to organize a sauna, and I could form my circle. My friends would come join me here, because here I was making progress on the health side of things. Physically making amazing progress. We're doing push-ups in between this cold hot duality, and then we're drinking good teas, we're eating honey, and so like boom, health wise, let's go. Intellectually, like I'm learning from all these other guys and people and girls that are joining me here, and they're telling me about what they specialize in and their life stories and all these like deeper conversations that you don't really get in the day-to-day of life. And so I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm making intellectual progress, right? And if I would come here alone, then I would just bring a book and I'd be learning from a book, right? And then spiritual progress, like just like some of the experiences that I have here with animals and nature and the stars, like, and my thoughts, just unreal. And professional progress, like some of my biggest clients he flew out from the US to visit me here in northeastern Poland, and we saunaed in this very spot, and changed both of our lives. And so yeah, it's just like a really, really good use of my time. I don't know many other things that you can make progress physically, intellectually, spiritually, and professionally all in 1 hour. Like 1 hour where you're making progress on all those fronts. Doing kind of one activity is not very easy to find. And what else to say? Like I've been loving living in Poland. And so for a long time, I've been involved in a lot of various businesses, from helping great companies in the U.S. build great teams of amazing people in Poland, to like the media part of Freight with Freight Caviar, to doing media with MMA Talk and like amazing guys that live not too far from here, and doing MMA news. And so I like touched the media and podcast world. And it's been fun. It's been awesome. But I'm like, what I really want to be doing is I want to be spending my time here, with amazing guests. I want to be showing this to more people in the world, experiencing this with more people and learning from people, etc. Like this is how I want to spend my life. Even if I don't make a ton of money doing this, like this is how I want my days to go. And so I'm at this point now where I'm going all in. Like this is my dream. I want to make this happen. And so, I'm going for it. I'm 30 years old now. I'm hungry. I'm ready. I want to share with the world. I want to learn, and I want to show other young people. I want to show my kids, my grandkids, like how I spent my life and how I spent my days and the conversations and the people I learned from. And also, be able to speak true and have tough conversations and dive deep into real topics. So that's why we called it, hot takes, cold truths. I want to dive deep in this changing world, to hopefully push it into a direction that's like a little bit better of a future for our kids and our children. Because just a few years ago, I was living with my girlfriend and my dog, and like the war in Ukraine started, and like very close to us and the border, and I'm hearing about this child trafficking going on in the world and stuff, and I'm like, dude, this world's kind of scary. And I realized, like, our ancestors, they would go to war and like to protect like what's right, the good, their lives, to have a better world for their kids, for their grandkids. And like, I could either live from a place of fear of like, oh, don't speak, don't be yourself, just be like silent and don't chase your dreams and just to go to work and shut up, or go out there, be authentic, be yourself, be you, go all in, have faith that you're doing the right thing and it'll work out. And so I've been on this journey, probably over the last like five years, certainly, where I started implementing good habits, early morning wake-ups, writing down my dreams, journaling, reading, learning, and I've just gotten so much happier and like speaking truth, and like my life's been better than it's ever been, and I'm just so grateful. And I want to share with the world. And I want to plant seeds of ideas and like invite amazing scientists, politicians, and just be like, hey, like if we can create nuclear bombs, Wi-Fi, AI, can we not figure out ways to, shift our focus, shift what we're thinking about, and think about ways of, starting to speak with animals. I saw that AI is helping us decipher like whale communication, and so like we're actually starting to understand whale language, which is way more complex than a lot of people realize. Like very like smart. Whales have the biggest brains in the world. I want to help reconnect us with nature and explore all those secrets and magic of the world. And so like one thing I learned in business is that sometimes if you find one big problem to solve for and you solve that, a lot of the smaller problems kind of just domino down and you get rid of those. And so I'm like, okay, if I could think of like the craziest thing that we could accomplish anything in this lifetime, like what would I want to put my focus into accomplishing? Like something crazy that if like I told people, they would laugh at me. So laugh at this. I would love to see a world where maybe not even in my lifetime, but maybe in my kids, grandkids' lifetimes, we had a city of like giant trees that instead of skyscrapers, we were living in trees, and we were able to speak with animals. And if like the future could look like that, I would love to see that future versus like a cold, harsh, robotic, metallic world. And so I guess my mission, my purpose is to have conversations and try to speak with people to help us help push the world towards that direction, to try to make that kind of city a thing. Because if we create a city like that, I believe that will also help figure out a lot of the health problems we're going through. We'll help figure out a lot of the like lies that we're going through. I think people will be able to live longer. People like elves will turn into straight up elves from like Lord of the Rings or something, where we can live 300 to 1,000 years, and we're smart and we're like wise and we care about life. So yeah, that's where we're heading. That's where we are. And that's a little bit of the history. Yeah. I invite you all to join me on this journey. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real. It's going to be our own myth, our own legend. Let's rock and roll. Thanks for listening.